The next one I'd like to show you is working with PDFs in TurboCAD. Now, in the old versions, you used to be able to pull in a PDF underlay on the professional, the platinum version, not on the smaller versions or the cheaper versions. In 2019, you can pull in an underlay on any of the versions, but they've also included what's the tool called? A PDF. No, I've written it down. A PDF import as vector graphics tool. That's what it's called. I'll show you quickly how that works as well, which is quite nice. I am first just going to pull in. See what I want to do. When you work with PDF, it can either be a vector object, which means it actually has lines, it has endpoints, midpoints, you can use snaps on it, or it can be as a raster object, which is a plain image, but it doesn't have any data inside of it. Okay, so I'm quickly going to work. Sorry?
CNC cutting router.
Yeah, it works on the vector data.
Yeah.
Yes. So first I'm going to pull in a vector, something with vector data that we can actually use. That is what you'd probably want to do. All right. So I'm going to go into Tools, and under PDF Tools, there's an Import PDF page as vector graphics. That's the whole name of the tool. All right, and I've saved a PDF in here under probably there, PDF. And I'm going to take this as one of our training drawings, one of Emil's training drawings. And I'm just going to say, okay, right, and now I need to insert it. Come on, wait, let me just go to plane by world plan, and now I can insert it. Right, there we go. So there is the actual plan. At this point, let me open the selection info. At this point, if I select this, you can see in the selection info, it comprises of a group of graphics. Alright, and if you open it up, that is what's actually in it. Multi-text, polylines, that is what this whole thing, what it is. Right. Now at this point, I can't make any changes of it because it's a group. Alright, to make changes you need to explode it. Right, but even before you explode it, you can still draw onto this. I can, for instance, let's say take that intersection and let's draw a line to, let's say, that vertex, just something funny. But anyway, you can draw onto it, you can use snap points, but you can't change it. You can add to it, but you can't change it at this point. But if you want to change it, all you need to do is just explode this. So I'm just going to go here, modify explode. Right, and now I can go ahead and select. See, first thing, when I select this now, the whole thing, it doesn't say group of graphics anymore. It's just broken up to what was inside that group. Now I can go and, let's say, take this circle for instance, and I'm going to go change the scale to half of what it is. Okay, so you can add to it now, you can make changes to it, you can use this now as a normal CAD drawing. Right, now the one problem you still have is the scaling. Right, but that's not really a big problem. All you do is just draw a line, take something on this that you need, that you know what the size should be, and then you draw that same line, and you just scale it to that particular line, selecting the whole thing, just scale it to the same size as that line, and then you've got your scaling sorted. Right. So we sell a program called PDF to CAD, where you can take any PDF drawing and turn it into CAD. But with the new version, you don't really need that. You can actually just pull in your PDF. Alright, any questions on the PDF with vector data?
So the vector data, is this something that you brought in from PDF? Was it from something from existing
CAD?
CAD.
Yeah, it comes from the existing CAD drawing. Yeah, because a PDF won't be able to know what is a polyline. It would just be lines.
Yeah.
Won't know what's a group of graphics. So this all comes from when this was drawn on TurboCAD in this case. Yeah. And that's exactly the same as what the PDF CAD program gives you, except there you would have the correct scale as well. Yeah, it doesn't bring on the correct scale. Okay, I'm going to delete this, and then I'm going to show you how to use a underlay. Right? So the tool I've just showed you, this tools, PDF tools, that is only for vector graphics. So if it's a raster image, it's not going to work. Alright, but you can go over here, Underlay Manager, and I can say new, and here, with the underlay it's a bit of a hassle because you have to first assign the underlay in the Underlay Manager and then you can insert it. So I'm going to take the raster PDF I've got, open this, and say OK. You need to give it a name. This is a 3D printer that I've got here. And I'm not sure why that image looks so bad, but you'll see when I put it in, it doesn't look like that. Right, and I can just go there and click on OK. So all it does, it actually puts the underlay in here. So now I can go insert underlay. And I can choose the 3D printer one. And there we go. Right, now on here, I can't pick up any snap points. For instance, I can't pick up a vertex there or anything like that. Like with the other one. This is the same as pulling in an image. Alright. What you can do, I'm not a fan of this, but if you really need to, you can go and trace it. Let's take, for instance, the Spline Tool, and then you can zoom in quite a lot and do that. But that's not ideal. Okay. Right, any questions on the PDFs, underlay or vector? Good. Then I'm going to delete this as well. Sorry, I just want to show you one thing is you can always see in the selection info. See, it sees it as an underlay, and there's nothing we can change here. Okay, we can probably change. No, you can't even change the name. All right, we can. Well, obviously X and Y, the whole thing. Yes. Okay, let's see if that does anything. But that's it for PDFs. Next thing we're going to look at is quite nice, some flange improvements. Before we do that, I'm just going to quickly show you a bit of the bending capabilities of TurboCAD, and then I'm going to show you what was added in the flanges or the flange tool in 2019. Right, I'm just going to take a normal box and go to an isometric view, and I'm going to draw a box. Let's make it 1 meter by 1 meter, and I'm going to give it a 20 millimeter height. Right, so there we've got a simple box. Right, now the bending tool or sheet bending tool. It's up here somewhere. Why don't I see? There we go. There's the normal cube bend, flange. Why am I missing it? I think it might have gone out of the screen. So there. Sorry, over there. So bend sheet, and I'm going to say bend distance from edge, and I want to bend this, let's say from there, and then here at the bottom I can give it a bend radius, I can give it an angle, put in the neutral of it, distance from the edge, let's make it 200, and enter. Now I can either pick it up on the far side or the close side, and you can change here to just the bend. Should it happen from the start of the radius, the center of the radius, or the end of the radius? Right. And I'm just going to click on OK, and there I've done a basic bend. Let me give this thing a color. Let's just see if we render this. Alright, so there we've got a basic bend. We can now, for instance, do the same on the other side. Distance from edge, and again I'm going to put in 200, enter, and I'm just going to finish this. Now what's nice is now you can go and draw, let's say if there need to be holes in here, I'm just going to do it very simple and just draw one cylinder, but you could have actually have all your holes in a row and copy them through and the whole thing. I'm just going to put a cylinder roughly there and put it all the way through. Now I can go and subtract this. It's 2D. With the new cable that I've put in, everything's moved around now. I'm looking for my... Say there?
It's the second one in the bunch of those structure.
Here.
Left. Yeah.
What is this? No, this is the
Ja,
normal one.
goed. Gaan we goed doen.
Wow, hierso.
Ja.
Ja, daar is hier gonna modify.
Yeah, going to
There.
go links, yeah. Just the second one. That's okay.
Oh, okay. Right, and then I'm just going to subtract this. So now I've got holes. The nice thing with being able to do this is that you've got the unbent sheet, where I can simply just go and click on that. And let's say I want to leave the source copy. Well, that's fine, and finish. And there I've got the 2D profile of what I'll need to paint this.
Does that also come in consideration stretch of materials, anything?
It does. You'll see when you go measure it, the thing actually length gets longer.
Otherwise, the holes not never correspond.
Yeah, exactly. Right, so that's just the normal bending tool as it was. Now I'm going to quickly show you a bit on the flange tool, but with the new features. Right, I'm going back to this, and which one is that? Flange sheet. Right, and what is new here is this start offset, end offset, start angle, end angle. That is what new. I'll show you what that does. Right, so first it says select a plane face, so there we go, and then I'm gonna, a linear edge. I'm just gonna choose that side there, right, and find a start point edge of the blah blah. So I'm just gonna click. I'm gonna click there, and I'm gonna click there, right, and there it gives me a flange. Right, if I just finish it, that's gonna be it. But what is nice, what I can do now, is if you go here to your start offset, and I'm gonna put in. Let's make it 50, and end offset I'm going to make 50, and I'm just going to press enter. See what it does here? It just pulls it out from where it was, right? But now what I can also do is give it angles. So I'm going to put a start angle and an end angle of 20, and see what it does there. And finish. Render this. Okay, you see what happened there? It pulled it out from where it was. And then here at the top, it gave it an angle on both sides. Right, and then the same as with the bent sheet bending tool, the flange tool can also be unbended. Unbend sheet, there we go, and finish. And that's it. Nice, eh? Okay, alright, I am done.